Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for your Sunday, guess what it's going to be? You probably know because of the title, it's going to be Oliveira versus Scarlett here. Bottom right, it's going to be Scarlett, the Canadian Zerg player, and on the top left, it's going to be Oliveira, the Chinese Terran player who won Katowice 2023 about a year ago. So, let's see. Oliveira is ranked 12 in the Oligulac rankings here. And let's see where Scarlett is, about 28. So I figure they're close enough. And I want to see how they handle each other, because I don't think I've ever cast... have I ever cast Time versus Scarlett? Maybe I have. But Time is a different person than Oliveira. They changed their name, right? Anyway, we're here on Oceanborn. This is a Wardy replay. Check him out on YouTube and Twitch. There are links in the description. He is a super, super awesome dude. He casts professionally for all sorts of professional tournaments. He does his own tournaments. His passion is unparalleled for StarCraft 2. All right, what's the play here? What is the play here from both of these players? I don't know. Hatch gas pool. From Scarlett, timings look good. I'm not going to complain about anything here. On the other side, Rack's timing looks great. First gas up. Going to make a Reaper here. Reaper expand. In the bag. Ready to rock. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Quick plug today for, let's say, the subreddit. It's going to be reddit.com/r/Falcon Paladin. So you can go there and hang out. I'm posting little clips for my videos out there. You can talk with other people if anybody's out there. You know, kind of a fun place to be if you're a Redditor, I suppose. And this Reaper name is submitted by Red Dragon 12345. The Reaper name is... Guess which Primarch this is from the Warhammer universe. I'll give you 2 seconds. That's right. It's Sanguinius. He has the vision and strength to carry mankind to victory, and the wisdom to rule once victory is won. For all his aloof coolness, he alone has the Emperor's soul in his blood. Each of us carries part of our father within us, whether it is our hunger for battle, his psychic talent, or his determination to succeed. Sanguinius holds them all. Yes, I have been reading some Warhammer. Reading a Warhammer book right now. This one is simply named Fulgrim. Anyway, it's been an adventure for sure. Warhammer is a deep pool. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way into it, but I don't know. Reading a book every once in a while seems fine. Haha, I'm not going to start buying Warhammer miniatures, I can tell you that much. Don't have enough money for that. I got 3 kids, a mortgage, and child support to pay, so that's not happening. What do we got? And, oh, there was a response from Doc Bravo, who's actually a fellow Utah and super cool dude. He said, it's funny how there are 21 Primarchs in the Warhammer universe, and yet Sanguinius is the only one getting multiple Reaper names here. I guess that might be a challenge to other Warhammer fans out there to be like, hey, yo, let's give us some more Primarchs, yo. Let's give us Horus. Let's get Dorn. Wait, is Dorn a Primarch? I'm not good at names yet in the Warhammer universe. I'm doing my best. Anywho. Third CC happening, sub 3 minutes from Oliveira. I don't think we've seen this in a ZVT super recently on the channel, strangely enough. It used to be all over the rage. I think Bjorn kind of started doing it. He might have popularized it. But Oliveira's doing it here, and it's safe, man. I really don't see a way for Zerg to punish it. I don't know why we just don't do it every time as Terran in this matchup. Liberator on the way, pretty early from Oliveira. We'll fight this Queen off creep with 2 Hellions and a Reaper. Why not? Queen's like, I don't like this at all. Bails back onto creep, and guess what? You don't want to fight on creep. Absolutely not. So go to Shark around a bit. This is honestly, professional Zergs make this look a lot easier than it is. To keep an eye on where the Hellions and Reapers are going on the edges of your creep, so you can respond with your Queens appropriately, while also trying to macro, while also trying to spread creep, while also trying to tech up. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of, and every pro Zerg makes it look so easy, but whenever I play against someone who goes this many Hellions and Reapers, I'm like, all right, he's here. And then, nope, he's over here, and all my drones die, and then I lose. It's very sad. It bums me out, is what it does. It's hard, that's all I'm saying. It's difficult. Creep tumors are getting sniped. Snipety snipe, snipe, snipe. I like what we're seeing there. More, and man, this might be a Hellbat play. Where are engineering bays? No armory? No? Okay. Guess not. Liberator sets up, gets immediately chased off by a queen and spores, and tries to find an angle here, but the spore is chasing, 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 chasing. I don't know if you want to be here. The Hellions come. That's a dead Liberator. Hellions roast up a bunch of Lings. Line them up. Line up those drones. Only 2 went down. That is a bit lucky from Scarlett, but the queen positioning was good too, so that was skill. That was definitely some skill on that. 4th base coming in from Scarlett. Rather, a 5th base coming in from Scarlett. Yo. Okay, really macroing hard. She's like, I can handle these Hellions with Lings and Queens. And just drone, 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 and expand, and it'll be fine. Oh, these Hellions are dead now. Okay, well, I guess they decided to YOLO in and get almost, really almost nothing done. This one might escape, actually. Oh, he does. He escapes with stories to tell of the 4 units he killed, which... Lings. It's gonna be Lings you killed, guy. 3rd base landed from Oliveira. Man, it is 64 to 56 workers in favor of Scarlett. She's been macroing so hard here. So hard. Working on missile attack upgrades and ground carapace, which to me indicates going to be Hydras. Maybe some Lurkers. Maybe some Lings and Banes mixed in just for good measure, because guess what? Hydra Lurker's pretty good, but Mass Marine kind of eats it. Especially with upgrades. So you want those Banes. You want that splash. There was a time when Lurkers were in the beta of Legacy of the Void, and like Mass Lurker was incredibly strong against Terran, even if they went Marines and Marauders and stuff. And everybody was like, oh no, Lurkers are going to totally change the meta. And then they did some tweaking, and when the game finally released, Legacy of the Void did, it was fine. Lurkers at no point, I don't think, have ever been crazy overpowered. They're good. Don't get me wrong. Lurkers are good. But especially Terran has a lot of good answers to them. Protoss, not so much. Zerg does, but we don't care about mirror matchup balance, do we? No, because it's automatically balanced. Marines and tanks showed up. Scarlett, came around the backside with some Lings, picked off that high ground tank. Nice. Other tank getting, target fired. What the? Okay, we're just going to lose that tank too. 3 drones died. Hatch is okay. Marine's going to clear out some creep, but further pushing here is going to be tough. They do find an Overlord to snipe too. That's nice. So, it was okay. It was an okay attack from Oliveira at about 7 minutes. We knew this was coming. Scarlett knew this was coming too. Right? This little somewhere between 6.5 to 8 minutes, there's going to be some kind of an attack from the Terran. It's what they have to do. They're going to force you to make Zerglings instead of just making 100 drones. Scarlett's already at 77 drones, though, so it's just Zergs have figured this out. That's what I'm trying to say. So the fact that Oliveira is like 15 spots higher in a Ligulac than Scarlett is, I really don't think that means that Oliveira is favored here. Although, Terrans have been doing pretty well against Zerg recently. So, who knows? Who knows? Stutter stepping in. No Banelings, huh? But Lings with armor upgrades? Perfection. Perfection. Lings with armor upgrades against Marines, with Hydra support especially. Ooh, Infestor's on the way. Force a cancel on that hatch. Yeah, not saving it. Drone had minerals in its mouth, too. So, some slowdowns. Some slowdowns are happening here. Oliveira causing Scarlett not to be just a giant macro monster. Completely and utterly maxed out at 8 minutes. No, instead, we're at 143. Ooh, see, look. Hydra's fighting against Marines. It's a little closer than maybe you'd want it to be. They're both very similar, right? They both hit like trucks, and they're really fragile. They are the glass cannons of each race's respective armies. See, but what the Hydras can do is pick off retreating medevacs pretty well. Banelings can't do that. Queens can kind of do it. Hydras are better at it, though, right? Another medevac swinging in. Got some Widow Mines in there. Oliveira knows the power of Widow Mines. Can be a double-edged sword. Can sometimes result in you losing your own stuff. And other times it can result in the Zerg player losing 20 Banelings. So we're rolling the dice here is what we're doing. Yeah, creep spread, good. Scarlett's always really valued her creep spread. It's dead impressive. Look at all these tumors that theoretically would be set up if a Terran army wasn't just parked right here. In fact, Widowmines on Queens is good. It's not going to one-shot them, but it brings them to very low HP. They can be picked off easily. That's another cancel on that hatch. Drone dies again, too. Fungal! Okay, one Marine, couple Marines die there to the Fungal. Just run. Look at this chase. Look at this chase. I guess, you know what? Somebody was like, man, there's no Plague in StarCraft 2 from Brood War. But guess what? It kind of is. Fungal is sort of Plague. Not as good as Plague, but in some ways it is. Like, in some ways, with the slow and the way it prevents units from being picked up by dropships or medevacs, I don't know. Maybe Fungal is better than... No, it's not better than Plague. Not better than Plague. Really good, though, right? Maybe if the radius was bigger, it'd be better. Dude, Scarlett. What's up? Siege tank. One siege tank. Widow Mines helping to thin the ranks here on this Hydra group. But, man, Hydra's reinforcing up with a bunch of Zerglings. Snipes him in. Ooh, good snipe. Ghosts are out. EMP gets tossed down. Infestor dodged it, though. That was a really sick dodge. Fungal up. Nice dodge by Oliveira. And suddenly, Scarlett's Hydra count is low. Scarlett's got to pull back a little bit here. Yeah, man. 9 SCVs died, but an absolute... Ooh, Ghost down, too. But a ton of Hydras have gone down today. 34. 76 Marines have died. Resources lost are 9,000 for Oliveira and 10,400 from Scarlett. So looking fancy. Looking super, super fancy here. Kindness plating on the way. We got Vipers being added into the mix here. I like it. Vipers abducting those ghosts can be good. Abducting medevacs, liberators. Abduct is just good. Good, period. Burrowed Infestor running around trying to see if it can find anything to pop up and murder. Or maybe just, you know, for scouting purposes, I guess. Medevacs getting sniped. Oh, that was almost a full medevac that died. That was like one space open full medevac. But Oliveira down the left side. Aha, that was not my full power. Taking out a Viper as it pops. Spore down. Hatch gonna die. Widow Mines. Dude. Good hit. 7 drones go down. Hatch gets killed. An evac. Successful evac from Oliveira on that one, except for these dudes. Who got left behind and died? Man, finally, +1 melee attack finishes. The reason those Marines took so long to die is because they've got +2 armor, and these Lings had 0 attack at the point of that thing. They've got +1 attack now, though, so it's good. I don't know about Ultras in this matchup. I really don't. I love Ultralisks. Don't get me wrong. They might be my favorite unit in the game, but they're just so easily countered by a professional Terran player with the snipe, you know? Planetary against Ling Hydra. A little bit of Siege Tank support. Siege Tank is dead. Repair is happening. And you didn't bring any Vipers with you for Blinding Cloud. Okay, brought some Banelings, though. Surprise Banelings! Oh, the Banelings are all stuck behind the Hydras! Oh, they wanted to make some connections on those fungal Marines so bad, but there's a bit of a traffic jam. Scarlett firing up 5 Ultralisks. 5 of them. Nice snipe on a Widow Mine. Army value 114 to 84. Banelings, no. Fungals, yes. Oh, the Fungals, yes. The snipes also, yes. Infestor Revenge. Nope, don't want to chase her down. And there you go. Sniping Hydras, it's a fine use of snipe. It's not as effective as sniping a Viper or an Ultralisk or an Infestor, but it is still really good to snipe a Hydralisk and just one-shot that thing and get it out of existence. So 5 more Ultras on the way. There are 5 out. There's going to be 10. Well, some number of Ultras will be on the field here. 7, I guess. Blinding Cloud. Ultras kind of chasing it a little bit unsupported. They die. Hydras die. I don't know. This Planetary survives. Once again, Blinding Cloud the Planetary. Or bring some Banelings for these SCVs. Or bring some Lurkers for these SCVs. I don't... Ooh, Fusion Core. Probably for Advanced Ballistic. Probably not for Battle Cruisers, but... A man can dream, can't he? He can dream about battle cruisers being used in this matchup. Hydras don't actually trade very well against battle cruisers, but no, it's advanced ballistics. It's more liberators being added in. This is a pretty good game. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Subscribe, too. I'm here like 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. I've been doing this since, by golly, 2015, so... It's been a minute, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Scarlett expanding at the 1 o'clock position as we're retaking the hatchery down here at the south at, I don't know, like a 5:30 spot, we'll call it. More banelings on the way. +3 missile attack coming in. Already got 3/3 for the Marines and the Marauders and the Ghosts from Oliveira. Air armor level 2. Vehicle and ship plating in particular coming in from Scarlett. Yeah, I just know about... Ultras, though. Yeah, hear that snipe? Hear that snipe? See those Ultras die? Cost efficiency's not hot. I don't think. This planetary, once again, brought some bailing for the SCVs this time. The repair continues to be pretty good, though. My gosh. That is a 28 kill PF. This one's got 9 kills. Get on my level, brother, says this planetary. Yeah, Scarlett not doing the greatest job in the world bringing the correct composition to bust a planetary. There were enough banelings there to bring some of those SCVs down to very low HP, but you got to have 2 banelings to kill an SCV. More banelings. Okay, fine. 40 are being made, Scarlett says. Everything will be fine. Don't you worry about it. Okay, well, banelings, yeah, this time they're going to get this planetary. They're going to get in here. There you go. That's how you bust a planetary. 18 SCVs go down. A ton of banelings died, which is the secret of the baneling, man. They are really good, but when they're really good, they die. I think you know this. Scarlett's 130 base toast. Oliveira getting some revenge on losing that planetary, expanding down Scarlett at closer to a 6:30, 7 o'clock position, too. So double expanding to make up for the fact... Wait. Expanding to make up for the fact that this base died. Maybe a little bit easier to defend this southern section of the map. Greater Spire coming in. Again, I just don't know that the big things, the Broodlords, the Ultralisks, are the answer against Terran in 2024. It's just too much. It is just too much snipe. All the snipes. Doing the snipes. 3 Marauders with +3 attack and stim. Fairly effective against hatcheries, it turns out, but... Nice medevac snipe. Trying to poke up the left side with the smaller group here. Scarlett, no. Burrowed Ling gets cleared out. It is 100 114 army supply. A little bit bigger for the Zerg, but not insurmountable. Building armor. Finishing up. It's going to be a little bit tankier, especially against these Lings that only have +2 attack. But man, coming in from all angles here. Fungal's getting tossed down. Liberator's getting some hits off the repair on the planetary. Cancels the PF upgrade. The repair is not enough. 19 more SCVs go down. Another Ultralisk explodes thanks to this ghost count. Liberator zone. Hydra's stutter stepping through the Liberator zones of doom. And Liberator's getting target fired, but a lot of Hydra corpses floating up to the sky here, too, here on Oceanborn. 67 to 66 army supply. That was a bloodbath on both sides for a couple minutes there. Any Adrenal? No. Oh, Scarlett, why don't you believe in Adrenal? In fairness, she's only made... She has 2 Zerglings. She's made 200... Okay, 250 Zerglings is enough to get Adrenal, friend. Maybe she's not planning on relying on them for much longer. This hatch is down. This hat now is retaking the 130 base to make up for the fact that the 7 o'clock base is dead. Scarlett playing whack-a-mole with her bases a little bit here, as, you know, players like to do. Not really a Zerg thing in particular. Playing whack-a-mole can be something Terrans and Protoss engage in as well. So yeah, this is good. I honestly have no idea who's going to come out on top here. I feel like a pure Hydraling Bane army would have been better for Scarlett. You know my thoughts on this matchup. I've been feeling this way for months and months and months now. Just the big ticket tier 3 items for Zerg just aren't good against Terran. At least if the Terran is competent and has a lot of snipes available, which Oliveira is a world champion, so he definitely has a lot of snipes available. He's got a ton of ghosts. 10 with another one in production here, too. And Viper. I didn't mention the whole Viper part of this comp, did I? No. So definitely want some Vipers with this. Not just Hydraling Bane. You need some spellcasting for Abducts, Blinding Clouds, and the like. So here we go. All right. Scarlett has decided no more Ultras. Not actually going to make any Broodlords, even though they are faster in the most recent patch, which is nice. Changelings triggering a Spider Mine. Sure. It's a fine use of Changelings. These Marines chasing down a Queen, but not too deep onto creep because that is a death sentence, friends. Imagine you standing there with your buddies on the creep being like, looking out across it, knowing the further you go onto the creep, the more likely you're gonna die. Liberator gets 5 drone kills with the advanced ballistics upgrade, helping a lot. Nice abduct on some ghosts there, and they do go down. Banelings connecting a little bit, at least, all over the place here. Air weapons getting researched. Oh, Viper sniping, or getting sniped after they had just sucked a ton of HP off that hatch. So the hatch is easier to kill, and there's no benefit to the Zerg. Oh, that hurts. Those dudes are totally dead. Microbial Shroud is up. Okay, I like it. Little Microbial Shroud play. It decreases the incoming damage from air attacks to the ground units inside the Microbial Shroud. Does it decrease the damage done by snipe? I don't know if it counts for spells, but either way, man, that was awesome. 73 to 82 army supply, 139 to 156 supply here at 21 minutes is absolutely problematic for both players. It's really just a ghost army from Oliveira. But you know what we've seen Maru do with this kind of a ghost army in TVZ? Sort of casually win. It's like Mass Ghost is a little bit hard for Zerg to counter. Mass Hydra with fungal support will do it just fine, actually. Oh gosh. Liberator's down. Cloaked Ghost, no detection. Here it comes. Is there enough left over to kill it? Yes. So that just might be a death knell from our Oliveira, ladies and gentlemen. The ghost count got reset. There are 3 of them with 4 more in production. But dude, 30 ghosts have died. 30 ghosts. That's so much gas. I can't do math, but that's a ton of gas. Creep spread along this left side. More creep spread coming up to the top side here too. Scarlett. It's like, okay, yeah, you know what? This is working. No more ultras. None for me. Gonna make infestors. Gonna get some fungals off. It's gonna be sweet. The Hydras with their 3/3 upgrades are gonna be monstrous. And fungal. Oh, double medevac. Snipe full of dudes. Wow. Trying to get some creep spread up. One tumor gets down, the second one is sniped. Nobody has this left side base, but it's the only one that hasn't been taken yet. We'll see if Oliveira goes for it. Oliveira is trying to snipe this hatch. Fungal catches 2 of the ghosts, and one of them gets killed. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. What is StarCraft about? StarCraft is about patience, macro, APM, not getting greedy. Don't try to dive bomb into a situation because you want to get that second ghost and lose 6 Hydras. The trade is not good. It's very much... Oh, Infestor takes a shot from a Liberator. It is very Dark Soulsy in that way, where getting greedy in Dark Souls gets you killed too. Overextending, trying to get one more hit in on that boss when he's got his, you know, super move coming up. It's not... Oh, man. That guy made it out, and he's getting healed up. That's good. Liberator abducted. Dead. It took a second to get there, but Scarlett going for it. Just marching in. How do you do with the Liberators? Bring your Hydras. Bring your Stalkers. Attack them direct. Don't let them tell you where you can't go. I'll never forget the early days of the Liberator and Protoss struggling mightily with it. And then finally, I don't know who it was, some Protoss was like, screw it. And they just like marched into the Liberators with the Stalkers, targeted them down and killed them. And I was like, okay, that's how you do it. You can't let them dictate the terms of the engagement. You have to get in there and take them down. Maybe get some Tempests too while you're at it. Fire on these guys from distance. Look at this ghost army trying to take down a hatch. Well, they're smart enough to go after drones. There are some Marines here too. Scarlett coming up high ground, picking off some reinforcements, getting a Widow Mine. Liberator circles, iffy, and whoa! GG! Oliveira taps out. What the heck? What happened exactly there? be? Back. Did I miss some kind of... Well, I guess he did only have 60 army supply. He's only got 50 here, though. I think what he needed was to wipe out this hatch and establish this one, but he's starved. So he's going to try to put some pressure on down south here. Send some SCVs to long-distance mine in this. But these creep tumors are tattling. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. All right. This burrowed ling is, though. This burrowed ling is tattling. Yeah, this is what he's trying to do. He's down double the army supply, though. And these SCVs... Yeah, okay, fair enough. So they got the hatch. That was good, but then all these SCVs dying and just not having enough money to build another base. Although, I don't know, at some point, he could have just lifted this orbital and tossed it down here. I guess maybe the long-distance mining was more about... It was more about making army stuff than I think it was about expanding, because Terrans can lift. Nice. All right, like I told you, Aligulac rankings are not everything. Sometimes the higher ranked player goes down. 'Tis the nature of the show. Anyway, that was fantastic. That was just a great game from Scarlett. And it's just what I got to say here is stopped making ultras and then, hey, the Zerg won. I know it's not that simple, but it sort of is. Yeah, 10 ultras died. It was 56,000 resources lost for Scarlett and 45 from Oliveira. But the 10 ultras, I don't think they paid for themselves today. I really don't. But once it was Hydra, Ling, Bane, Viper, Infestor, thumbs up. All's well that ends well. 47 drones died, 5 hatcheries died, but 1 planetary, 2 command centers, an orbital, and 80 SCVs went down. It's just Oliveira was starving to death and Scarlett wasn't, and I think that was more of what was happening here on Oceanborn. So nice job, Scarlett, getting a win. I gotta say, I'm not sure if we've seen her win a game on the channel in the last few weeks, so it was nice to get one here. And yeah, overall, it's positioning. You can't be afraid of the Liberators. Obducts are incredibly important. Fungals are insanely good. Snipes are insanely good. It's just whoever can get the most off. And yeah, Oliveira losing those, 10, 12 ghosts up towards the north side of the map was just crippling too. That might have been the beginning of the end, without a doubt. But end of the day, that's a GG from me. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of, guess what? StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.